is News 3 Now at 10.
And thanks for joining us tonight at 10. Charlotte is off tonight, but today marks the first day owners all across the country can apply for a second round of Small Business Administration loans through their Paycheck Protection Program. It stems from the $484 billion bill that passed Congress and was signed by the president last week. And as the pandemic hits communities of color especially hard, the economic toll may be disproportionately as well. Madeline O'Neill live outside the Madison Black Chamber of Commerce with why some experts believe about 90% of minority-owned business owners may be shut out of the Paycheck Protection Program. Maddie?
Well, in that first round of loans, the allocated money went really quickly, much of it going to larger businesses and those who have relationships with commercial bankers. Now, local chambers of commerce, including the Madison Black Chamber of Commerce here, say that people of color are less likely to have those long-standing relationships with commercial bankers, and that's just one barrier.
Some of our members already are saying that they're not coming back.
Small businesses everywhere are struggling.
For me, it's really concerning that there's this wonderful, resource out there, but one, they can't access.
Jessica Cabezos, CEO and president of the Latino Chamber of Commerce of Dane County, says minority-owned businesses face additional challenges, like being less likely to have a cushion during times like this.
The equity gap is there. It's historic.
She says barriers to receiving business loans from the Small Business Administration as part of the Paycheck Protection Program include a lack of relationships with commercial bankers and not enough clear information provided with the time necessary to gather information for the application.
So that really created a divestment in communities of color and minority-owned businesses, women and veteran-owned from the get-go.
Of course, they're being hit especially hard.
President of the Madison Black Chamber of Commerce, Camille Carter, says as minority communities are disproportionately affected by COVID-19, the pandemic bleeds into business life as well.
I've been personally affected and had lost a family member just recently in Detroit. So again, there are a variety of different variables, but absolutely, I think that it's hitting us especially hard.
Both of these two chambers are trying to help their members navigate, surveying them to see who has applied for PPP. Their advice is to have the right resources ready. Don't assume they don't qualify, and be quick so these small businesses have a shot at sticking around.
They keep our communities afloat.
With this second round of loans, business owners can apply through non-bank lenders using things like QuickBooks and accounting software that Cabezos recommends using. She also cautions people, be careful what you sign, and you don't want to be spending any money on these applications.
Maddie, thank you. There are now more than 6,000 cases in Wisconsin, 282 deaths. In Rock County, the sheriff's office confirming a correctional officer at the Rock County Jail has now tested positive. Getting a look at the number of new confirmed cases in Wisconsin over the last few weeks, you can see we are on the second day of a downward trend. That spike was on Friday and Saturday after the state ramped up its testing capabilities, and more than 100 new cases were confirmed in Brown County. New case numbers continue to go up, but compared to increased testing, Wisconsin numbers are staying relatively flat. With the ability to test more people, health officials say that means the number of positive cases will inevitably go up too. In phase one of the Badger Bounce Back Plan, one of the markers the state uses is the percent of positive cases compared to all tests. That number has stayed about the same over the last 2 weeks, even as we've increased testing. And here's how our local health department explains it.
If you are testing more folks, you're likely to see a larger number of new cases. So here, for example, if you're testing one person out of 10, you've got one new case, but a 10% positivity. If you're testing 20, you can still have that same level of positivity, but you're going to have more cases.
And for the next phase of the Badger Bounce Back, we need to have a 14-day decline in this positive percentage, among other things. So far, we haven't reached that. And as we talk about what's needed for the state to bounce back, it is helpful to see that data daily. Our Amanda Quintana is here to show us how DHS is including those numbers in their updates. Amanda?
Yes, this is new. DHS now includes graphs for the Badger Bounce Back criteria on its website. So as you just mentioned, we need a decrease in the amount of positive tests as a percent of the total tests for 14 14 days. That last peak there that you see on this graph is from Wednesday, when 12% of people tested were positive. On Friday, it went down to 9%, but that downward trend has not reached 14 days yet. These graphs here show COVID and influenza-like symptoms in ERs across the state. On the left, you see COVID, and you can see that that's still going up. There were 122 suspected COVID ER visits on Thursday. As for the flu, there were 74 suspected flu visits on that same day. Neither of these graphs show a decline. As Governor Evers said today, Wisconsinites are going to have to be patient. He has faith that we'll get back on track, but it will take some time for us to see 14 days of those declines in those areas.
Amanda, thank you. During today's press briefing, the governor says some non-essential businesses will be allowed to reopen with modifications starting Wednesday. A new emergency order signed today will allow curbside drop-off of goods and animals to allow groomers, also upholstery businesses and small engine shops to safely reopen. The order also allows outdoor recreational rentals to resume operations. That includes things like boats, golf carts, kayaks, ATVs. All automatic and self-service car washes will also now be allowed to reopen. SSM Health says it is furloughing about 2,000 workers, and that's throughout its 4-state healthcare system. It says the decision was made to help offset financial losses due to the pandemic. According to the provider, workers are expected to be able to return to work after 13 weeks. Some, however, may be brought back sooner. It's unclear how many of those workers are in Wisconsin. The CDC added 6 new symptoms over the weekend for a total of 9 to the list of possible signs of COVID-19. Those new symptoms are chills, repeated shaking with chills, muscle pain, headache, sore throat, and a new loss of taste or smell. And we're seeing more reports around the country of how COVID-19 is not just attacking the lungs. Doctors now report cases of heart problems, kidney and liver failure, and in some cases, blood clots leading to strokes. Doctors say everyone will experience COVID differently based on their own immune systems and what it can and cannot handle.
Those were things that were all known to healthcare professionals, and it's one of the things that had us really worried about those people who were going to need intensive care treatment, that they would be at risk of having these complications. And you can see why healthcare experts really got passionate about social distancing and hand washing.
Dr. Jeff Potoff says high levels of stress can also impact how our immune system responds. The number of confirmed coronavirus cases in the United States is now approaching 1 million, while the number of deaths has climbed above 55,000, approaching the number of deaths during the Vietnam War. Elise Preston reports from New York.
Coronavirus infection and fatality totals are still on the rise, but many parts of the U.S. are taking steps towards a return to normal life. On Monday, the White House announced new guidelines for how that should be done.
We recommend that they do it as quickly as possible, but safely. We want everyone to be safe.
Georgia and at least 18 other states are giving some businesses a green light to reopen.
Our servers, our bartenders, they'll be wearing masks. There's hand sanitizer that's able to be used. We have disposable menus.
Tennessee is allowing restaurants to resume dine-in meal service. So far, only some have. Many are reportedly seeing few customers.
It's good to see that they're opening and, everybody's getting back to business. I know this is just like the first stage of it, like half capacity, but at least it's a beginning.
Frustration is growing in some places that have yet to ease their restrictions.
I've done hair for 15 years and I've never had lost this much income, and it's not fair, and I feel that there should be a choice that if a stylist can return to work, they can make that decision.
Many governors fear COVID-19 cases will spike if they reopen their states too soon.
The stay-at-home order, which has been in effect since March 21st, will remain in effect in its entirety until further notice.
Meanwhile, California's governor is warning of a crackdown after warm weather led to beaches being packed.
This virus doesn't take the weekends off. This virus doesn't go home because it's a beautiful sunny day around our coasts.
Newsom said the state won't be able to reopen unless social distancing rules are followed. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
And President Trump today suggested that schools in some states may be able to reopen during the current academic year. New tonight, New York has become the first state to cancel its presidential primary. The co-chair of the New York State Board of Elections said the decision came after Senator Bernie Sanders suspended his campaign earlier this month, which he says, quote, basically rendered the primary moot and not worth the risk in the hardest hit state. The changes have not yet been submitted, however, or approved by the DNC, which has jurisdiction over state parties and their delegate allegations to the National Convention. Sounds of F-16s over Aiken Regional Medical Center in South Carolina today. It's an effort to boost the morale of medical professionals. Those pilots from the South Carolina Air National Guard flew over several hospitals across the state in a mission called Operation American Resolve. Meanwhile, the Wisconsin National Guard says its soldiers are continuing to contribute to the frontline battle against COVID-19. Multiple Guard teams are on site at the recently completed alternate care facility at Wisconsin's State Fair Park at West Allis. One team helped set it up, while another team of approximately 60 personnel are preparing to take on operational roles. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers constructed the facility over the course of the past few weeks. A Wisconsin National Guard spokesperson says all told, more than 1,000 citizen soldiers and airmen are now serving in direct support of the state's COVID-19 response. Meanwhile, today, about 150 soldiers from the Wisconsin Army National Guard's 1st Battalion, 128th Infantry, returned to Wisconsin after nearly 7 months in Afghanistan. They landed at Fort Hood, Texas earlier this month, where they completed post-mobilization requirements before returning home this afternoon. However, due to COVID-19 restrictions, a traditional homecoming ceremony was not possible. They did have some sunshine, though, as you saw after a soggy start to the day. Let's go to meteorologist Dana Fulton now with a look at your first warn forecast. Dana?
We have that line of showers and a few thunderstorms passing through. A little bit of sun for the evening. Overall, a bit of a spring kind of day. Tomorrow, we're looking at the chance for some stronger thunderstorms to develop. Here's a look at our time lapse from our WIC TV sky cam. You can see that clearing sky later on. Gave us a really nice sunset this evening. A few isolated showers have passed through over the last few hours, but right now our high resolution Doppler is quiet. It should stay pretty quiet overnight. Skies will become mostly cloudy as we head into your Tuesday morning. Areas of fog are possible as our temperatures will be close to our dew points. Tomorrow is an alert day because some of those thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening could be quite strong to severe, bringing very high wind gusts, heavy rain, and an isolated hail threat. We'll take a closer look at the timing in just a few minutes. Eric?
Dana, thank you. Next at 10, police say one person is in custody tonight. This after a shooting in Milwaukee that left 5 people dead. This happened on the city's north side about 10:30 this morning. Dispatchers received a call from a man who claimed his family was dead. Officers discovered 5 victims ranging in age from 14 to 41 at the home. They also found a baby the shooter apparently spared. Police Chief Alfonso Morales said during a news conference the person who called 911 was taken into custody. He says investigators believe the shooter acted alone. And in Madison, police say one person has been detained after a report of shots fired just off Seminole Highway this afternoon on Lumley Road. Callers reported hearing about 3 shots and a silver car driving away from that area. Since then, again, one person detained. Officers say there are no reports of any property damage or any injuries. Still ahead tonight, we'll hear from a couple of the few passengers flying through Dane County Regional Airport during the pandemic, and a local grocery store going high-tech to ensure everyone can properly social distance inside. That's coming up.
For over 40 years, Kitchen Idea Center has partnered with discerning contractors, designers, and architects, bringing their clients' vision to life, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Idea Center, designing for you and your life.
We here at Brothers Maine wanted to check in with everyone in the light of the COVID-19 epidemic. We're going to do everything we can here at our store to make sure everything's clean, disinfected, and ready for customers to come in and shop with us. Not only can we come to your house and set up the products as we normally would, but we're also going to be offering a free drop-off service in Dane and Rock County. There's nothing more important to our company than making sure that our employees and our customers are safe and healthy.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering current Chevy owners OnStar Crisis Assist services and complimentary Wi-Fi data. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available. It's just our way of doing our part.
Your business is your pride and joy. You raised it with hard work, from nothing but a dream. And since you care so much, naturally you want to protect it from harm. That's where we come in. Because a great insurance policy is not a necessary evil. It's the best way to keep your business happy, healthy, and profitable. And that is the silver lining. Pamper your business with a policy from West Bend.
Searching for a new kitchen? Look no further than Kitchen Ideas Center, a trusted kitchen design center for over 40 years, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Ideas Center, designing for you and your life.
Hi folks, Hattie's tracking another chance of rain in her first warn forecast. She'll tell us when we might need the umbrella.
And if you haven't gotten your stimulus check yet, we'll let you know what you can do about it.
We'll see you from 4:30 to 7 Tuesday morning.
Welcome back. It has been well documented how the pandemic is hurting the airline industry. And today, one of the biggest airplane manufacturers in the world announced it is furloughing more than 6,000 workers. It happened at Airbus in the UK and in France. On Friday, the company's CEO warned employees it was burning cash at a rate that could threaten the company's survival. Today, the company reached an agreement with the union to finalize furloughs. Air traffic through Dane County Regional down 95%, a number the airport spokesperson says is now actually slowly increasing. We spoke with some of those few passengers today. They say during the pandemic, there have been mixed experiences on board planes, ranging from completely full to just one person on board.
It was weird because, you know, one row, we were sitting like in cross positions, so there was empty chairs right next to everyone.
It was very scary to not know whether the person next to me, sitting next to me, could possibly have the virus.
Now, the first man you heard from there says he was actually stuck in Pakistan for 2 months after traveling there to meet his wife. Metcalf's Grocery going high-tech to make sure people are able to properly social distance inside stores. Starting this week, they'll be using specially made mats that will count how many people enter and exit the building. That'll allow management to know just how many people are inside at any given time, but customers won't even be able to tell the difference.
Each store will have multiple entrances, so we'll be able to track in and out, but it'll be with inside the store before the doors, and we'll have just a regular rug that goes over the top of them, so they'll just be able to go over like they normally would with their carts or walking path, and it'll know tracking the distance from how they're walking in and out, and that's how it knows whether it's a cart or an individual's footprint.
They are allowing a maximum of 150 customers inside at a time. Metcalf's says you'll even be able to check online to see how many people are at the stores to let you know if it's a good time to head out and get your groceries. Time now for a look at your first warn forecast. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
We are expecting more showers and thunderstorms to develop tomorrow, so we do have an alert day in the forecast for Tuesday. Tonight, our skies becoming mostly cloudy yet again. Some patchy fog is possible as our temperatures will be pretty close to our dew points overnight. Those showers and thunderstorms will develop late in the morning, early afternoon, and stay through the evening, and rain will be likely again for Wednesday. Thankfully, by the end of the week, though, we'll have partly sunny skies, back to some more mild temperatures, too, for Friday and Saturday. So our skies steadily becoming mostly cloudy. The clouds build back in for early tomorrow morning. That's kind of a good thing. If we had too much sun in the morning, that would really help us warm up quickly, and that would help fuel stronger thunderstorms later on in the day. So the cloud coverage tomorrow is good for us. It's going to keep our temperatures down through the morning. We are expecting those mostly cloudy skies to stay through the day. Shower and thunderstorm chances through the afternoon. And notice some of these storms could really bring some heavier rainfall at times and some stronger wind gusts. And if these storms start to move a little slower or follow each other, those accumulation totals will really climb up. Scattered showers continue overnight into Wednesday. Early Wednesday morning, we have some rain coming down. We'll stay mostly cloudy through the day on Wednesday, and in the late afternoon and evening, there's still going to be a chance for an isolated shower or two. Rainfall totals generally about 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch, but some isolated areas could pick up just a little more as those storms could slow down again or trail each other. But most of the area in for a little bit of a soggy afternoon tomorrow. Not a total washout, but it is going to be a little wet outside, a little muddy outside later on in the day. Wind speeds early on about 8 to 15 miles per hour, so breezy early in the day. But later on, as those storms start to approach, our wind speeds will start to approach 20 miles per hour into the low 20s, and that's sustained wind speeds. So wind gusts could easily get much higher than that. We do have a slight risk for severe weather towards the southwest corner of the state. That's where we had the best opportunity to see those very strong wind gusts, maybe even an isolated hail threat and some localized very heavy rainfall. But a marginal risk also extends from Madison areas north and east. So we'll be keeping a close eye on the radar tomorrow. It'll be a good idea maybe to have your phone on hand in the afternoon, just in case anything is issued for your area. Your phone's going to let you know right away. Temperatures as we head into early May, likely trending below average. It's starting to become more likely actually that our temperatures will be below average. The good news, a below average for early May still lands us in the low 60s. Tomorrow will be in the mid 60s, 64 the high in the afternoon, with those scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms developing later on in the day. We have an alert day in the forecast because we want you to just stay weather aware in the afternoon with those storms popping up. Mid 50s for Wednesday with shower chances. It'll be breezy for Wednesday and Thursday. And as we head into the weekend, our temperatures are going to climb up a little more. We'll be in the low 70s for Saturday with partly sunny skies. So Saturday and Sunday should be really nice outside for the weekend. Heading into the following week, though, we do have more shower and thunderstorm chances developing. Again, that's trending below average with temperatures close to 60 degrees. But overnight lows, the other good part of that story, Eric, they'll be staying above freezing. So I know gardeners or anybody who's trying to patch the grass right now, it's nice to see those overnight temperatures in the 40s.
Yeah, we're getting plenty of April showers now for those May flowers we should see next week.
Absolutely. So we're hoping they start to pop up and get colorful here soon.
Dana, thank you. Coming up next, Matt Kenseth is back in the driver's seat while the Cambridge native is coming out of retirement for the second time in his career. Zach is in next, ES Sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Many of you still need to be on the road right now. Toyota is here to help.
We're offering an incredible 0% on our most popular Toyotas. That's 0% on Camry, 0% on RAV4, or 0% on Tacoma. Plus, Toyota will defer your payments for up to 90 days. And if you need service for your current vehicle, our service centers remain open.
We're here for you. Contact your local Toyota dealer to see how they can help. Toyota.
Here at Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that your lawn should be a place where memories are made, a source of pride, relaxation, and fun for the whole family. That's why we proudly offer a child and pet-friendly program, so you can enjoy a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn without sacrificing peace of mind.
Our program offers effective, targeted weed control, and our golf course quality fertilizer creates a beautiful outdoor space. So when your kids and grandkids deserve a Weedman lawn, trust the lawn care experts. Trust Weedman.
For almost 50 years, we've built trust within our communities by making customer delight our top priority. That trust allows us to improve lives one home at a time. During this challenging time, we want to make sure your needs are being met without stress by offering 2-for-1 windows with no interest and no payments for 1 year. So go ahead, visit us online, or call now from the comfort of home.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
When you have depression, it can plunge you into deep, dark lows and can leave you feeling extremely sad and disinterested. Overwhelmed by bipolar depression? Ask about Vraylar. Not all types of depression should be treated the same. Vraylar effectively helps relieve all symptoms of bipolar depression with just one pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. Metabolic changes may occur. Nausea, restlessness, and movement dysfunction are common side effects. When bipolar depression overwhelms, ask how Vraylar can help.
Once the NASCAR season resumes, Matt Kenseth will be back on the track. The Cambridge native is coming out of retirement to join Chip Ganassi Racing as their replacement for Kyle Larson, who was fired 2 weeks ago. Kenseth hasn't raced since the 2018 season finale, but he does bring 18 years of experience along with 39 Cup Series wins, including 2 Daytona 500s and a 2003 Cup Championship. He'll be driving the number 42 car. We're 2 days removed from the NFL draft, and the grades are in. And for the Packers, it's like one of those situations when you were a kid and you hid your report card from your parents. 13 draft experts from NFL.com, Pro Football Focus, ESPN, and others handed out grades to each franchise after the draft. The Packers had the worst with a GPA of 1.31, which doesn't seem good, but head coach Matt LaFleur likes what he's got.
Goody and his staff did a great job of just making sure that we get the best player available at the time. And I think that's the way you go about it. And it's our job as coaches to find out what our players do well and put them in the best position. But I've got a lot of confidence, not only in the guys that we drafted, but the guys that are currently on this roster. And we know that the expectations are going to be great.
Jonathan Taylor was the first Badger off the board. The Scotty running back was taken in the second round, 41st overall by the Colts. And JT will no longer be 2-3. The team announced their draft class's new numbers, and Taylor will be donning number 28. It's never too early to look ahead at next year's NFL draft. And yes, the first mock draft is out for 2021. And Packer fans, you might like this. After not picking a single wideout this year, CBS Sports has Green Bay taking one in the first round in Purdue's Rondale Moore. In 17 games as a Boilermaker, he racked up over 1,600 receiving yards and 14 touchdowns. And the target date for the NBA to allow workouts in team facilities is now May 8th. But with restrictions, no more than 4 players in the building at the same time, no coaches can participate, no group activities, and players can't use non-team facilities. The catch for the Bucks with this, they'll have to wait until at least May 26th because Wisconsin is under safer at home until then. We're back after this.
Regulation, 4 points.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. So we're helping by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can, so you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
More than 70 years ago, we at Festival Foods began serving this proud state, building strong relationships founded on trust, compassion, and our unwavering commitment to ensuring that you and your family feel at home every time you visit Festival Foods. It's times like these that remind us that family and home are what truly matter most. So we're using this moment just to let you know that Festival Foods is here for you, because family always looks after family. Be safe, Wisconsin.
This is our home. We've never seen it look quite like this.
But there's no mistaking it. And it's our job to protect it.
Because the best people to fight for our communities
are those within them.
So if you've just bought a Volkswagen, or were thinking of buying sometime soon, we're here to help with the community-driven promise.
Toro's Time Cutter HD and Titan HD zero-turn mowers. Comfortable with the innovative MyRide suspension system and high-back suspension seats. Powerful with commercial-grade engines. Heavy-duty, built to tackle tough terrain while providing Toro's professional quality of cut. Versatile, so you can get more done on or off the mower. Toro's Time Cutter HD and Titan HD zero-turn mowers. Count on it.
Power Centers of Madison. Visit powercentersofmadison.com.
The law offices of Gingras, Thompson, and Walks are here to support our community through this challenging time. We thank everyone bringing invaluable services to our neighbors. The Gingras, Thompson, and Walks team remains available to assist in any way.
My mom is 81, and I worry about her. So I went online and found the new Lively Mobile Plus from Great Call. If she ever needs help, she can just press the button. And with the Great Call Link app, I'll get an alert right on my smartphone if she does contact 5-Star.
With the fastest call response time, they'll assess your situation, confirm your location, and send you the help you need.
Available at Walgreens or online at Best Buy or Amazon.com. AARP members get an exclusive discount on select plans.
Help is what we've always given. So thank you to our helpers at BMO and beyond. Thank you to the healers, the fighters, the all-nighters, the cleaners, the movers, the 18-wheelers. Thank you to the farmers, the grocers, the above and beyonders. Thank you to all the frontliners for keeping our lives moving when the world needs to stop.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs.
Meteorologist Dana Fulton back. Can we just take yesterday and maybe just duplicate that thing a few times?
Copy, paste, repeat.
Wow.
That would be fantastic.
That was amazing.
Yesterday was wonderful. If you missed it, it was sunny and nice. Tomorrow, we're having an alert day in the forecast due to the strong showers and thunderstorms that will be developing late in the afternoon and evening. Notice, though, the second half of the weekend into the weekend, we have partly sunny skies, and it'll be milder for Friday and Saturday.
Well, thank you.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
One of the lasting changes we expect to see when all this is over is our appreciation for our grocery stores and the people who work in them. From small local owners to the hundreds of store, meat, fish, produce, and bakery managers, shelves stockers, baggers, and delivery folks will never again take going to the grocery store for granted. For some of us, it'll be one of the joys of returning to life as normal. We want to thank you for masking up, scrubbing everything in sight, monitoring our social distancing, and keeping us fed. We know we've not always made it easy for you. Some of us have been crabby and unappreciative, but we see you working long hours every day and putting up with all that besides. This would have been a lot worse without your efforts. You've helped us get through this. Thank you.